Hi, my name is Dara Scott and I'll be taking you through a social media content audit of Gymshark's accounts on Instagram and Facebook. Although both platforms offer very similar content, we have found that the tone in which this content is delivered differs from each platform, with their Instagram tending to favour for a more persuasive writing style, with their posts often having a satirical tone while presenting an informative message. For example, here they have changed their name to Gymshark in response to the lockdown we are experiencing, coupled with a dry humoured text that their audience will find funny yet informative. However, their Facebook account opts for a more descriptive and expository style of writing, which is evident in their live workout posts, where they guide their followers through workouts and recipes. Through further studying Gymshark's content on their platforms, we've discovered an underlying partnership between educational content and entertainment. They combine these characteristics to keep their followers engaged. However, in order for this to be successful, that balance between the two must satisfy their audience on both platforms. Stuart Hall, a well-known sociologist, has a theory called reception theory, which can be applied to Gymshark's distribution of content. He states that in order for an audience to accept content or be satisfied by it, it must first be produced by an underlying ideology that its audience can decode and also relate to, which is called a dominant reception theory. Applying this theory to the Gymshark post, the producer of this content satisfies all areas of dominant reception theory. Number 1, personal. With the use of the word you, it directly engages the audience. Number 2, educational. Staying at home is a dominant belief right now, which directly relates to the audiences. And number 3, entertainment, evident through the use of colloquial language, cause and fam, which is seen in the caption. This appeals directly to whom the message was intended to be received, in this case, the British public, who also happen to be Gymshark's largest audience. In terms of educational content, Gymshark's Facebook page offers more in-depth detail on their posts, as opposed to their posts on Instagram. This is due to the attention span of the users on each platform. According to Jonathan Long, founder of Uber Brands, Facebook groups are more personal as interactions are between one person and another, rather than brand to person. Gymshark have a private Facebook group which allows followers of the brand to communicate and collaborate with each other, thus building a community of like-minded people, or subculture. In contrast to this, Instagram's feed is more sporadic and less personal, so it is much more difficult to have an impact on their followers, predominantly due to the competition on the app, all vying for the user's attention. This saturation is due to an increase in advertisers using Instagram, who use it to persuade users to buy their products, mainly through influencer marketing. In a study by Sprout Social, sports clothing is the second biggest industry in influencer marketing on Instagram. So in order for Gymshark to stand out, they illustrate their personality and partake in trendjacking to engage their users. While on Gymshark's Facebook page, they tend to post more motivational, meticulous and meaningful content. Earlier this year, they also ran a campaign on Instagram called #Gymshark66, where they created a competition for their followers to change their image by posting updates of their physique and tagging #Gymshark66 in the caption. Going back to our first presentation, this also satisfies Joseph Campbell's The Hero's Journey theory, where the hero, in this case the Gymshark follower, is accepting Gymshark's call to action and showcasing their journey in order to master the challenge. This further improves the brand's relationship to their followers as they are seen as the helper in this scenario. This is an indirect act of storytelling created for the user to interact with. Overall, Gymshark do an excellent job in engaging their audience through their content. Whether it be storytelling, relatability, education or entertainment, the only critique I can look at is, why haven't they hired me?